Hello guys, welcome to DB Frames, which is Dharani's Max channel. So in this video we are going to see class 9 Max, that is chapter 1 number system. It is going to be exercise 1.5. So exercise 1.5 we have covered till third sum. So in this video we are going to see the fourth sum and fifth sum. So let's continue with the fourth sum. So fourth sum represent root 9.3 on the number line. So we have still now represented rational numbers, irrational numbers, that is with the root number and decimal number also we have represented on the number line, and integers, whole numbers, etc. So here it is both irrational and a decimal number. So let's find how to represent it on the number line. So for easier understanding, let's have a diagram. Solution. Step 1. Draw a 9.3 units long line segment. So you know long line segment, what is that? So we have to draw 9.3 using scale and pencil. So take a point 0, from that mark 9.3 and keep a point. So this line segment is used to have 9.3 centimeter and mark it as A and B. So after marking it as A and B, now let's extend this line, that is to BC. So AB is now extended to BC with 1 centimeter. So when you extend, you will get AB, BC, AC. So you know the measurement of AB, that is 9.3, BC is 1 centimeter. So what is AC? So when you add AB and BC, you will get AC. So what is AB? AB is 9.3 and BC is 1 centimeter. So keep the decimal properly in particular place. So when you add 3 plus 0, it's 3, and 9 plus 1, it's 10. So point replaces. So AC is equal to 10.3 centimeter. That is what they have given here. So let the center of AC be O. So here they have marked O. So how do you think they have marked O on this number line? So let's see how to find the middle of this number line. So let's have the measurement of AC with your compass. Keep your needle here and your pencil here. Draw an arc here from A. So keep your compass needle here. With your pencil, draw an arc with the measurement of AC. So next is from C. Keep your needle here. Draw an arc with your pencil with the same measurement, as well as in the bottom. So keep your needle here. Keep your pencil here and draw an arc. Keep your needle here and with your pencil draw arc here. So now join this both line, you will get the center of the number line. So the arc, this point is said to be intersecting. So here only you should draw the line so that it will reach the middle of the number line. So when it is the, here is the intersecting point and here it is the intersecting point. So when you join the both intersecting point, you will get the middle of the number line, that is O. So now let's extend this B, that is have a perpendicular line at C. That is, what is perpendicular line? This is said to be perpendicular line. When a line is having another straight line, this is said to be perpendicular line. So here this line is said to be AC, and this point here, this point is said to be B. So now we have to extend it as BD. So we can mark this as D. So let's see the diagram. So here this is the perpendicular line. Here only we are going to draw the line that is perpendicular to AC and mark it as D and should intersect in the semicircle. I said what is intersecting. So two arcs or lines meeting at each other is said to be intersecting. So now you join OD. So after drawing the perpendicular line to AC, join OD so that it will form a right angle triangle. So here it is a right angle triangle. So let's have all the measurements now. Let's find the measurements of each and every line segment. So you know what is AB? AB is 9.3 and BC is 1 centimeter and AC is 10.3. And what is OD? When you measure OD, you will get it as 10.3 by 2 because OA is equal to OC, right? When you divide AC, you will get it as OA and OC. So this is said to be OA and this is said to be OC. When you add these both, you will get AC. So here OA is equal to OC and OC is equal to OD. When you measure, these three will be same. So OD measurement is 10.3 by 2, OA measurement is 10.3 by 2, OC measurement is 10.3 by 2. So when you take BD, you don't know the value, OB, you don't know the value. So let's find OB first, which is easier. So OC is equal to OB plus BC. So OC is what? OC is 10.3 by 2. BC is what? So let's have minus symbol here. So BC is 1 centimeter. So after taking LCM, we will get it as 8.3 by 2. So why we have to take minus symbol means? So here when we take OC is equal to OB plus BC, so we know OC and BC. What we doesn't know is OB. So this is going to come out and this is going to go in so that the signs will reverse. Here it is plus, when it will go in, it is minus symbol. So it changed to minus symbol and we get it the answer as 8.3 by 2. So we have found out the value of OB. So let's go to BD. So this is a right angled triangle. You know ODB is a right angled triangle. So using Pythagoras theorem we can find BD. So what is Pythagoras theorem? So to a right angled triangle we can apply this Pythagoras theorem to find the hypotenuse. So here hypotenuse is given. So this is said to be hypotenuse, this is said to be base, this is said to be height. So hypotenuse is given here and the base is given here, only the height is not given. So here hypotenuse, here base, and height is not given. So let's find height using this Pythagoras theorem. So according to Pythagoras theorem, OD square is equal to OB square is equal to OB square plus BC square. So let's substitute the values of OD square, that is 10.3 by 2 the whole square is equal to OB square, that is OB square is said to as 8.3 by 2 the whole square. So D square, sorry this is D, we don't know. So what we are going to do is we are going to bring in this OD square and this BD square is going to come out. So that the equation will be like BD square is equal to OD square minus, because OD square with plus symbol, here it is in the plus symbol, when it is coming to the opposite side it will be in the minus symbol. So minus OB square. So after substituting the values we will get it as 10.3 by 2 the whole square minus 8.3 by 2 the whole square. So it is like A square minus B square. So we can make it as A plus B into A minus B. So it will be like 10.3 by 2 minus 8.3 by 2 into 10.3 by 2 plus 8.3 by 2. So when we are subtracting and adding each other and multiplying the both, we will get it as 9.3. They have asked to represent root 9.3 on the number line. It's just 9.3. So what we are going to do is we are going to bring the square inside so that it will be root 9.3. So we want is root 9.3. As BD is holding the value of root 9.3, we are going to take the measure of BD with the compass and mark it on the line segment. That is, keep your needle here, compass needle, and a pencil, and draw an arc so that it will reach here as the root 9.3. So this is said to be, this point is said to be root 9.3 on the number line. So thus we have marked root 9.3 on the number line. So next sum, rationalize the denominators of the following. So you know what is rationalize the denominators. So that is converting the denominator that is having a irrational number to a rational number. So here denominator is an irrational number, so we have to convert it into a rational number. So let's find what is that irrational number. So here 1 by root 7. So we know the steps to convert, that is to convert a rationalizing the denominator. So 1 by root 7. So it is a root number. So we have to multiply the same number both on the numerator as well as the denominator, so that we will get a rational number on the denominator. So root 7 into 1 is root 7. Root 7 into root 7 is 7. So the answer is root 7 by root 7, which is the rationalize the denominator of 1 by root 7. So next sum, second subdivision, 1 by root 7 minus root 6. So 1 by root 7 minus root 6. How can we rationalize this? So 1 by root 7 minus root 6. So what should be multiplied here? Here in this step you should be careful, because here it is given as minus symbol. So in rationalizing the denominator, we should convert the opposite symbols. So we should convert it into the opposite symbol, that is plus. So here it should be multiplied with root 7 into root 6. So why we are taking plus symbol is that, so that the denominator we will get it as a rational number. So if we multiply it minus, we will not get the answer as a rational number. Okay, so here we will get the answer as a rational number, but the answer will be different. So here our numerator is root 7 plus root 6. So denominator, root 7 into root 7 is 7, and plus into minus is minus. Root 6 into root 6 is 6. So 7 minus 6 is what? You know it very well, it's 1. So the denominator is now rationalized. So 1, and the numerator is root 7 plus root 6. So the answer is, we can say it as root 7 plus root 6. Just root 7 and root 6. We can also take 1 in the denominator. There is no wrong in that. So here 1 is default in every number. That is, it can be said as 0 by 1, 1 by 1. In every number 1 is default. That is, in integers, whole numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, 1 is default. So we can just say the answer as root 7 plus root 6. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.